This clip we're going to be learning how to run a query against multiple different databases and return all the results within one table. So in this example, I have two different databases. I have the employee demo as well as a sales demo database. And within both of these two different databases, I have a customers table. Both of these two tables have the same columns within them. So in this query, I'm just pulling the first and last name from the customers. So here's the sales demo, and then we also have the employee demo database. Let's take a look at an example of how we can run this query for both databases together. So with this snippet of code below, we're going to be pasting in this query to run against both the employee demo database as well as the sales demo database. We're also going to be adding the database name as a column, so that way we'll know where the data is coming from. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab a copy of this and plug it in down here right between these two apostrophes. Like I said before, we're going to be pulling in the database as a column, so I'm going to grab this and we'll paste it in here. And then lastly, this is going to be our database parameter. So anywhere you have the database, you're going to simply just replace that with this quote name. Alright, so now, as you can see, we have two different things here. We have print the SQL, and then we also have execute the SQL. So let me first print and show you actually what this is doing. So we're going to print this. As you can see below, this is creating our dynamic SQL code. So we have our select statement from our sales demo database, and then we have a union all with our employee demo database. So now if I highlight the execute portion of this, it will actually run the queries against both of these and return the results. So we'll hit execute. Oh, need to add a comma here for this additional column I added. Alright, so let's execute this, and as you can see here, I'm going to plug in a top 5. So we only get 5 records from each, just so we can easily see. And as you can see here, our results, we have our records from our data source 1 and records from data source 2. So this is a nice way, instead of having a huge query, maybe if you had like 100 databases, you would simply just change this where statement. So for example, if I grab this, come down here, and we say select all, this is just going to be a list of all your databases. So any database you want to run this on, you would just obviously need to make sure that the data tables are similar within the different databases, and then you could just plug in these additional databases and run against those as well. So example, if you wanted to add Contoso, you would simply do that, run it. I don't have this table in Contoso, so it's a bad example, but there you go. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.